When a regular office worker wakes up one morning, he finds himself right in the middle of a zombie outbreak. But instead of panicking like everyone else, his first reaction is pure excitement, because this means one thing: he finally doesn't have to go to work anymore. 3 years ago, he landed his dream job. At first, everything seemed perfect. His co-workers were nice, and even a gorgeous senior colleague took him under her wing. He was full of hope, ready to give it his all. Then came his first day. He was forced to work overtime for 2.5 days straight without pay. That's when he realized the company wasn't what it seemed. Still, he told himself to hang in there. This is the chance I fought for, he thought. With enough effort, I can overcome anything. But under his boss's endless exploitation, he nearly broke down in just his second year. The only thing keeping him going was the senior he secretly had a crush on. He dreamed of someday starting a sweet office romance with her. Until one day, his boss called her into the office. Moments later, he heard sounds that shattered his fantasy completely. Walking home that night, he felt utterly crushed. He thought about quitting again and again, but the next morning, he still showed up early like always. No matter how unreasonable the clients were, he said yes to everything, and that went on for 2.5 more years. Then one night, while watching a zombie movie, a crazy thought crossed his mind. If the world just ended, I wouldn't have to go to work anymore. The next morning, the universe actually answered his wish. When he went to pay for parking, he saw the security guard biting into a man's neck. Terrified, he ran, only to realize the whole city had already fallen. He bolted toward the rooftop for safety, crashed into a door on the way, but luckily, his skull was tougher than it looked. Then a weird thought hit him. He might be late for work, but when he looked out over the city, a wave of joy hit him. From today on, he'd never have to clock in again. Even while being chased by zombies, he made a wild decision: to find his crush and confess his feelings. He hopped on his bike and pedaled through chaos, only to open a door and find his boss turned into a zombie. Without hesitation, he submitted his resignation. After taking care of his boss, he finally found his beloved senior, but she too had become one of the undead. He knew she couldn't hear him anymore, but still, he poured his heart out, just to give his hopeless love a proper goodbye.